if your dog died recently, this video's for you. So no one, unless they've gone through what you're going through, can understand or feel or describe or have the pain of or the empathy that you're feeling. And it's so painful. Sorry, my other dog wanted in. Okay, so it's so painful that your pain is so real and so surreal that it feels like, in the most respectful way, I don't want to sound cringy or crazy, it can feel so painful, it feels like your soul is coming out of your body. And other people will say things to you like, oh, I'm sorry, but everything will get better, you'll see your dog in heaven. That doesn't bring your dog back right now. And so you now have to spend the rest of your life without your dog, hoping you get to see your dog on the other side. Maybe your dog is in a grassy knoll, like a grassy field waiting for you. And then when you die and go to the other side, your dog will come running to you and jump in your arms, and you will lay in the sun and roll around and play, and your dog will lick your face, and you will be reunited with your dog. Maybe your dog is on the beach running along the sand. What was your favorite thing to do? I believe you'll see your dog again. And part of you might feel like you abandoned your dog. Like your dog is without you on the other side and is scared. As if you abandoned it for real. And I don't want to put any negative thoughts in your head. I mean, most respectful. But these are some of the things you can go through. You could be grieving so hard that you collapse on the kitchen floor, convulsing, crying with snot coming out of your face, looking at your dog's picture, repeating their name over and over and over again. And anybody you tell that you just lost your dog, they'll actually interrupt you and just go on telling you stories about their dogs, or stories about how they're still grieving over their dog that died 5-10 years ago. So it's almost like you can feel like, what the hell? Like, it's a mistake to even tell anybody that you're sad that your dog died, because now you have to become a therapist for 3 weeks or 3 months of 10, 20 people, 30 people. Your dog just died, and now you're everybody else's therapist, listening to them tell you an hour-long story about how their dog died. It's crazy. And you're like, I can't even tell anybody this. So you suffer and you grieve. And that's why they say his dog is they say man's best friend. It's your person. It's because your dog loves you unconditionally, no matter what, and listen to you. Think about it. My friend said this to me once, and it was actually amazing. His dog died. His dog, Sonny. Man, Sonny was a good dog. Sonny actually smiled. It's like this Jack Russell Terrier. He said, it's crazy. Did you know that your dog knows your every habit, your every movement, what time you wake up, what you do for breakfast around the house, when you go to bed, when you come home from work, and knows everything about you in the most subtle details and pays attention more than any other person. It was like 2012. My wife was at work, and I finally got a little bit of time off. And our old dog, Miko, he was just my wife's dog. He was my dog. I loved him. And I took him out. I fed him and everything. But anyways, all of a sudden I looked at him and I said, he was looking up at me. I said, Miko. And I literally collapsed and I started crying and petting him. And I bonded with him because I knew, I saw that he loved me way more than he was in love with me. And my wife came home from work. She's like, what are you doing? I was sitting there with like dried tears on my face, petting Miko. And she's like, I was like, Miko. I'm like, Miko loves me. She's like, of course he loves you. I'm like, I love Miko. So anyways, a dog is a spiritual being. A dog is not just a dog. And people who think that dogs it's just a dog, there's a part of them that's disconnected from that reality, and part of me thinks that they shouldn't even have a dog. That's just my opinion. If they don't see it as more than a dog, it's not just a dog. This is a family member. Your dog is a living, breathing, conscious, sentient being with a spirit and a soul and high levels of emotions and awareness and intelligence, and has needs and needs nurturing and love. So when you lose your dog, my Yorkie, hey, did you eat all your yummy chicken? Sorry, that's probably rude of me if you just lost your dog and I'm sitting here. In all respect, we lost our dog 6 months ago now. And it took 5 straight, I actually just cried about my dog 4 hours ago when we're on a little family trip, and we normally have all 3 of our dogs, and now we have 2. Everything will remind you of your dog. Everything. Not having the sound of your dog's paws around, I know you already know this stuff, but I just wanted to say, whatever you're feeling, it's absolutely real, and it's not, you're not alone. And if some people just don't deserve to hear about your story about how you lost your dog, because they can't empathize with you at the way that you're feeling. And maybe they're not supposed to, or they're way too busy to experience that level of pain right now, and they just can't emotionally afford, because the clock's ticking on their time, and they know of when they're going to lose a loved one. So maybe it's like a part of us, we save that part of ourselves for when it's time for us to really grieve for our stuff. And if we grieve all the time for other people at that level, then I don't think anybody would get anything done, and the world wouldn't go around. So if you are grieving, it's very a special time for you, and I don't mean that in any type of flippant type of way, but I'm sorry for the loss of your dog. I'm very sorry, and my sincere condolences to you and to your family and to your other pets, and I really hope that you see them again one day, and they deserve all the love and all the honor and all the dignity and all the respect. You did the best that you can. You did the best that you could with what you knew, and you did it with your whole heart. And I believe that you did the right thing, and that it's going to take some time, but a piece of your dog is in your heart and will always be there. And this pain, it'll never go away. It'll just become less frequent, and they'll be with you forever, and you will get through this. That's what I wanted to say.